Thank you for tuning in to this latest weather briefing. This is Alex Tardy, meteorologist at National Weather Service. We have several things to talk about, including heavy rain, high winds, and significant mountain snow. So far, precipitation's been significant across Northern California, and it's raining and snowing in the mountains as we speak. Here's a map showing the precipitation so far as of Monday morning. And this will snow as well in the upper elevations, with at least 2 feet already reported up around 7,000 feet. What are we looking at on the satellite? There's a large pocket of cold air, or an upper level trough. Between that and the tropical moisture coming up from south and an atmospheric river, there's a strong gradient of winds. The two are combining to make a pretty powerful storm for California. We can see the atmospheric river on the water vapor satellite, the green finger pointed towards Central California. This will slide into Southern California on Tuesday. This is what the weather pattern will look like. Deep pocket of cold air, and see where the lines are tight together. The red line shows a direct hit into Southern California. So this will allow the storm system to hold together and keep the heavy precipitation rates moving all the way through Southern California before it exits Tuesday night. What do we mean by atmospheric river? We mean strong winds transporting the tropical moisture. It typically occurs along a focused area in these type of scenarios with a strong cold front. The bright orange shaded areas will be over Orange County during the morning hours on Tuesday. It'll shift into northern San Diego County and the Inland Empire area and all of our surrounding mountains during the middle of the day around lunch. As we get into the afternoon, the cold air will rapidly be pouring in behind the cold front. The atmospheric river then will be extending from the southern San Diego mountains into the Southern California deserts. We are expecting rises even on our rivers, and we note a significant rise on the San Diego River expected tomorrow afternoon or Tuesday afternoon during the heavy rainfall. The winds are going to be significant across all of the ocean, coastal cities, 35 to 40 mile per hour gusts, mountain ridges, passes, and desert slopes, all experiencing winds 50 to 70 miles per hour. The orange and the red shaded areas will be those peak winds such as Lucerne Valley and areas up and around the San Bernardino Mountains. Also expect strong winds down on I-8 corridor, as you see shown here in San Diego County. The wind initially will be strongest across the San Bernardino Mountains. What we call mountain wave activity could set up in that area on the desert slopes. Also note the strong winds coming up from the south developing Tuesday morning across the entire ocean in the California Bight. Those winds shift east ahead of the cold front and then impact the eastern San Bernardino Mountains and extend down to coastal areas of Orange and San Diego County. As we get late in the afternoon, the winds will first start to shift around midday, and here's a depiction at 1 o'clock where the cold front should extend from about the Cajon Pass, Interstate 15, over to the I-10 pass in San Bernardino, Riverside County, and then down south towards Oceanside and San Diego. Notice behind the cold front, the winds will remain strong over the ocean waters as well. Here's a look at the big picture of additional precipitation across all of California. It will be significant on top of what's already occurred in Northern California. Let's look at locally in Southern California. We do expect a swath of very heavy precipitation between 2,000 and 5,000 feet in the San Bernardino Mountains, where totals will range from 3 to 7 inches. Up along the ridges, more in the range of 3 or 4 inches of water. A lot of that will be snow and then spill over into the high deserts. Now elsewhere, all the yellow shading is 1 to 2 inches for all the urban areas, Inland Empire, Orange County, coastal San Diego and valleys. The mountains over San Diego County up to around 5 inches in the wettest locations, and 3 to 4 in the Santa Ana Mountains. Do note, spillover will be significant in the high desert area, not as significant in the lower deserts, but some of the heavy rain will briefly reach, such as the northern Coachella Valley. Most of this rain will occur in about a 6-hour period on Tuesday. Snowfall will be very significant. The average snow level will be around 6,000 feet, but it'll start at 7,000 feet and then come down to 5,000 feet in the early afternoon, as low as 4,000 feet in the later afternoon, bottoming out near 3,000 feet Tuesday evening and overnight. So that does mean some snowfall accumulation in the mountain passes. Please note that if traveling. That does mean also snowfall in the SanDiego Mountains of several inches, mountain communities up around Pine Cove, Running Springs, Lake Arrowhead, Green Valley Lake, and even around the Wrightwood area. There'll be a significant range in snowfall between 5,000 and 6,000 feet, with some big numbers above 6,000 feet. And we're talking snowfall of 2 to 3 feet in the ski resort areas. Is this the last storm? Well, we do expect a weaker storm late this week. And that'll affect mostly our mountain areas with some light showers elsewhere. Now, right before Christmas, we got to take a closer look at a shift in the weather pattern. Not as cold, but still the arrow points towards central and southern California for more storm activity right before the Christmas holiday period. Here's the latest official outlook, taking us through the middle part of December. A little bit above average precipitation potential for most of California and remaining cooler than average in the northwest all through California. Now, as we get closer to the Christmas week period, above average potential indicated for central part of Southern California and remaining below average temperatures. Note that sharp gradient of warmer than average and cooler than average in the west, and that's an indication of a storm system parking off the west coast or the eastern Pacific. Here are the highlights. Wind is one of the biggest impacts, especially across the ridges and the mountain passes and desert slopes, but also windy conditions Tuesday, even for coastal areas and all across the ocean. Now, heavy rainfall rates will be a concern because rainfall rates on Tuesday, especially between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m., could exceed a ½ inch per hour in the urban areas and also along our burn scars. Our coastal foothills will be very wet, locally up around 6 inches of total precipitation, mostly in the form of rain in the San Bernardino coastal slopes. Even other mountains like the Santa Ana Mountains and the SanDiego Mountains, though, between 2 to 4 inches of water. The mountains will have heavy snow, ski resort level 1 to 2 feet of snow, locally higher than that, up around 3 feet. Now, we do expect quite a range in snowfall in the mountain communities between 8 and 18 inches of snow. Several inches down to 4,000 feet, and even a local accumulation of snow around 3,000 feet. Do note, with the rain and snow, there is the potential for lightning and thunder, and with that lightning and thunder, we could see some small hail as well, even in the low elevations. Coastal conditions will see widespread 1 to 2 inches of rain, locally a little bit more. The rain will be heaviest between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Tuesday for coastal areas, first in Orange County and second in Riverside and San Diego counties. This could be enough for small stream and urban flooding, and there also will be rises on main rivers such as the San Diego River. The alerts are widespread across Southern California as shown here. There are flood watches in effect in green, winter storm warnings for the mountains, and we have high wind warnings for the deserts and desert slopes. This means that these conditions are imminent and they're impactful to large areas. The definitions of flood watch and warnings are shown here. We expect too much rain for burn scars and also for some urban areas as the main system moves through on Tuesday. Winds will be widespread everywhere from the ocean to the coast. The biggest winds will be in the mountains and desert slopes, and the heavy snow will be significant. Carry chains, mountain highways may be impassable at times as we go through Tuesday afternoon. The lowest snow levels will be during the night hours on Tuesday, where some of the showers will be down to 3,000 feet. Here's the summary. Precipitation begins as early as this evening and tonight. Some places are already seeing light precipitation, but the big rains don't come in until sunrise or early morning on Tuesday. Then they rather quickly spread east and south across the entire area during the morning hours. There'll be rain affecting the morning commute and rain affecting the afternoon commute. Heaviest rain time, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's when we're going to see big amounts of rainfall. Keep in mind, ocean conditions will be really rocky with large waves and significant winds, gale force strength. The seas will continue to build throughout the day Tuesday and remain high all the way through Tuesday evening. Potential for big snowfall in the mountains, primarily elevations above 6,000 feet. At the ski resort level, anywhere between 1 to 3 feet of new snow depending on the elevation. There will be some showers continuing Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning, but overall, the event will end Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Significant weather for Southern California. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the latest updates, including rainfall projections, snowfall projections, and real-time reports of snow and precipitation, as well as wind speeds. You can monitor those yourself at Weather.gov at the link shown towards the bottom. You can display temperature, wind, and precipitation. Thanks for tuning in. Be safe, everyone.